Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Katie, where we do sit down videos, grocery hauls, all sorts of videos like that. So in today's video we're going to do another if I were to have a podcast. And I have my co-host here, Buddy, because if I don't have him in my arms he will cry. And Jason's not home, he's at work, so he can't just contain this little baby. So today is the second episode of if I were to have a podcast. And I literally like that title, if I were to have a podcast. So we're gonna just roll. So I have my little notes here for the episode. So we are going to be talking about traditions, growing up versus when you're an adult. I'm sure everybody has traditions out there if they don't realize that they do. After we talk about today's video, then we're going to figure it out. If not, then you can make your own. Traditions can be formed out of thin air. So, growing up, let me just tell you a little bit about my child. So, like, growing up, my mom was a single mom. We lived with my aunt, my grandma growing up. We lived on our own. We've lived in so many different places, not so many different cities, but we would put our tree up December 2nd of every year because that was when my cousin, Cody, I don't think I've ever talked about him, had passed. But I believe we had our tree up before he passed, but for some reason December 2nd we always did it. Now, looking back, it was kind of like one of those, like, I would rather have my tree up after Thanksgiving, you know? So, as I got older, I moved out on my own. That's been the tradition, putting our tree up after Thanksgiving. Jason knows after Thanksgiving, the moment the turkey is put away in the fridge, the tree goes up, it's officially Christmas. Christmas is one of my favorite holidays. Buddy has a lot of opinions about today's video. Christmas is one of my favorite holidays. I would love my tree to be up all year. I actually grew up with a white Christmas tree. I still have a white Christmas tree. It's not the one I grew up with, but I still have a white Christmas tree. I love my white Christmas tree. I don't want a green one. I don't dislike green Christmas trees, but I like my white Christmas tree. And if you guys seen my videos, you've seen the white Christmas tree. So, that is one of the traditions that I changed growing up, is we do no longer put up Christmas decorations on the 2nd. Not because I don't want to remember Cody, just because I feel like I would rather just think about different, not think of that being the end of his time. With that being said, we used to open, like, pajamas on Christmas Eve. We used to, like, go look at Christmas lights. And it was just, like, really fun for all of that. So, as I got older and I got married, I tried to do that with Jason. Like, go look at Christmas lights. We've taken Scooter. I've tried to do the whole pajama thing, but he's very particular on his pajamas that he likes to wear. So, I only did that a few years where we got, like, matching pajamas. But, so yeah, so, like, trying to find traditions as a couple in a marriage, couple as just living together, a couple not living together, trying to find your own traditions is hard because you got two people coming together with traditions. Jason didn't really come to the table with traditions. He never said this is how we did it growing up. I said this is how I did it growing up. We kind of went with what I did. I'm the one that puts up the tree every year. When I was younger, we would decorate the tree together as a family. Now it's just me. Jason doesn't seem like he has a lot of joy doing it. I'm not going to make him do something just because it makes me happy. So, that is that. We also would make, like, Christmas cookies. I haven't really made Christmas cookies just because, like, my husband doesn't really like sugar cookies. But I think this year, because now that we're living near his parents, I think I'm going to start making actual, like, Christmas cookies so I can, like, take them over there. Because, like, I got his grandma here and his aunts, so I can, like, make, like, little goodies and, like, give them to them. Oh, my neighbor. So, that is, like, our Christmas traditions. What are your guys' Christmas traditions? Like, what do you guys do every year? Oh, also, before I forgot, I wrote it down. We started going to the movies on Christmas, if we're able to, if we're not working. So we go to the movies on Christmas. We've been doing that since the beginning. I think the first movie we ever watched in the movie theater, and I'm gonna have to double check, but I'm pretty sure the first movie we watched in the movie theater for Christmas was Wolf of Wall Street. I could be wrong. Now, we didn't watch it, so we've been together 12 years. We've had 13 Christmases, I think, because 2013 or 12 Christmases or 11, I don't know. We've had a lot of Christmases together. We didn't watch movies every Christmas, so there's like a couple Christmases that I'm sure we didn't watch a movie. Now, I don't know what movie we're watching this year. We never know what movies we're watching this year or for Christmas until like right before. Like last year we watched Nosferatu. Couldn't tell you what we watched the year before. We watched Downsize, or that movie where they get smaller, like they shrink. We've watched Into the Woods, which that was like a last minute thing. We watched, no, we didn't watch Wicked this year. No, that was before. So, like, that's our tradition. Like, me and Jason know Christmas Day, movie. So that's, like, something that I look forward to every Christmas. If we both have it off, of course. Alright, let's move on to birthdays. So, we don't really have traditions for any other holidays, other than Jason likes to watch horror movies. So I'm sure in the next couple of weeks we're going to start watching more horror movies. I tell him to start earlier in the year, but he doesn't listen. But for birthdays, I grew up not having to do chores on my birthday, or you pick what you want for dinner. Just like the bare minimum, you know, like, not the bare minimum, like the basics, you know. And now, as an adult, doesn't matter if it's your birthday or not, you gotta clean. Growing up, I knew that growing up, like, you have to do shit on your birthday, excuse my language, but, like, growing up, like, you feel like it's, you know, like, I don't have to do anything. But now it's like, crap, I have to be an adult, and you might have appointments on your birthday, or you might have to go to, I don't think I've ever had to go to the DMV on my birthday. But, like, just doing things on your birthday that you don't find fun. When you're younger, you didn't know that pain. So, I just find it funny how, like, looking back, how, like, different birthdays are. Like, like, for example, every year, my birthday falls around back to, well, when I lived in Washington State, my birthday fell around, like, the fair. If you live in a small town, you know, going to the fair is what everybody talks about all year. Who's going to the fair? What's going to the fair? This and that. The fair, right? My birthday would always fall that week of the fair. And I would always try. Not always. I would go. Like, that would be my one thing that I would want to do. Is I want to go to the fair. So, I remember there's been a couple of years where I would, like, go to the fair. I remember when I first moved to Washington, we went to the fair around my birthday. I remember that. And I think Bowling for Soup was performing. Did I care about them at that time? I sure did not. But I did see a lot of good artists, I think. I saw Hinder there at my fair, I say it's my fair, at the fair in Tri-Cities. So I saw Hinder. Before, I think his name's Austin, but before the main guy got switched because he went to rehab. So I saw Hinder before they changed their main lead singer. So, yeah. REO Speedway, I think is that their name. So, like, going to the fair was my thing for my birthday, right? And then I'd be back to school. My birthday falls August 26th every year. Oh, and then now, as an adult, yes, hi buddy. He's annoyed with me. Now I get pumpkin spice for my birthday. Every year for my birthday, I've always wanted a pumpkin cheesecake or a pumpkin pie, some kind of form of pumpkin, and now I get it. So, Jason's birthday, he typically, it depends on what he wants to do. I don't really force him to do anything. I don't think he had any, like, really traditions. Like, this year, it was kind of weird because, like, I felt like there was, like, 5 birthdays in a row. But, like, we went to his so, like, his brother's birthday's in June. And then they went out of town for his birthday. So, like, we had a birthday dinner over there. And then Jason's birthday's in July. We did, like, a little birthday dinner, a little gathering, what have you. Oh, excuse me. And then my birthday's in August. And then we did, like, a birthday dinner, you know. And I requested I wanted smash burgers. Because if you know me, I love a good cheeseburger. Like, I will tear it up. Cheeseburgers and chicken nuggets are my kryptonite. So that's what we did this year for our birthdays. Jason's going to a concert that he got tickets to for his birthday. That's not until November. I went out of town for my birthday. So, like, our birthdays looked a little different this year, which is fine. And I enjoyed every minute of it. But it's just funny looking back at, like, different traditions that we've had. Like, as a couple, as single people. And now, like, we're slowly transitioning into new traditions. Normally, I would have the house decorated as fall, but it's almost October and I still have yet to put fall decorations out, which is crazy to me. So that's what I'm actually about to do after I film this video, is put up my fall stuff because I need to see my pumpkins. But yeah, with that being said, those are my thoughts on traditions. Literally, these podcasts are going to be about my thoughts, my opinions. Please leave your comments down below on your traditions. Ashley, if you're watching this, please comment down below what your guys' traditions are. If you guys didn't know, Ashley and I met almost a year ago on Threads. Our friendship anniversary is coming up. I don't expect any gifts or anything, but I just want to, like, acknowledge my bestie watching this. I'm pretty sure she's gonna watch it. I'd feel really bad if she didn't and I just said all that. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next episode. I think the next episode is gonna be living somewhere new. I think that one is I'm gonna try and put these up on the what's that called? I'm gonna try to put these up on Mondays. So if I were to have a podcast, it goes up on Mondays. I'm putting it out there. I love you guys. I will see you guys in the next episode. And my little co-host. Appreciate you guys too. This is Buddy, by the way, in case you guys didn't know. My little co-host.